Guys, today I have for you perhaps one of the most broken hybrid setups ever made in Division 2 period. This build shreds elite enemies like there is no tomorrow, and in general absolutely annihilates legendary rooms in just a couple seconds. It's absolutely must have build. It's a lot of fun and a lot of dirty secrets as usual. Uncle Butcher in the building. If you're new somehow to this channel, hey, and if you love barbecue chicken with insanity flavor, make yourself a favor, hit that like, smash sub, or leave a hateful comment. Do anything, but just don't be like these chungus laying on the ground doing nothing. You are better than that. Anyway guys, in this build we have lots of weapon damage, skill damage and survivability, and on top of all that goodies we have overcharge. And overcharge, oh my goodness, our Stinger Hive will eat these enemies alive, oh my lord. On top of that, we are using pretty goddamn out of the box synergy between combined arms talent on our backpack and perfect spotter on our chest piece. My perfect spotter is so goddamn dope. Just look at this! In couple seconds we cleared the room. Oh, so delicious. Perfect spotter actually will amplify not only your weapon damage but also your skill damage. And you don't have to sacrifice any survivability. If you want to use glass cannon, you will receive much more incoming damage. So that's the reason why I love spotter much more than glass cannon. And you can activate spotter with technician specialization very easily, just use linked laser pointer attachment. But before we continue, quick word from today's sponsor. Guys, if you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is site for you. They can get you anything. These guys can work non-stop and they have been working for many years. They are absolutely amazing. You can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code RBDIV you will have 15% discount on all services. Amazing deal, especially when right now they have some crazy sales going on. So hey, maybe check these guys out. But now let's get back to this amazing hybrid setup. Unfortunately, we will not receive any new content in a couple next months. So only thing left for us is to innovate and push the limits of Division 2, and this build does it really well. I'm using Heartbreaker gear set with Picaro's holster, like I said, combined arms, spotter and BTSU exotic gloves. Yes, that sounds pretty nuts, but everything works really well together. Since we have 6 skill tiers, 1.1 million armor, and we have lots of weapon damage. Picaros will give us 15% weapon damage, Heartbreaker 2-piece branded bonus will provide us with extra assault rifle damage, and with not wasting your precious time at all, let's dive into it. For specialization we will use Technician. Technician will provide us with extra skill tier, skill damage, linked laser point attachment, artificial hive, disrupt grenades. For the weapons though, I'm using exotic assault rifle capacitor. With each skill tier from this bad boy you will receive extra 7.5% weapon damage, and with full stack 60% skill damage. Although keep in mind that it will not work with your spotter talent. If you want to keep your capacitor as your main weapon, you could replace spotter with perfect glass cannon from Providence chest piece, or with Providence chest piece, or maybe use something like Overwatch. Kinetic momentum also is a nice option if you want to heal yourself as well at the same time. So yeah, you have a couple options, but my main weapon actually here is King Breaker with perfect flatline talent. Flatline will amplify not only my weapon damage but also skill damage. I have to mark one enemy and boom, he is receiving more skill damage as well. With this build you have to work in a way that you are not spraying and praying, but you are melting one enemy after one enemy after one enemy. So you have to focus one enemy, then switch to another, and you will kill them really quickly. For the pistol, I'm using pistol with preservation talent. Preservation talent is really nice because it will work with your skill kills. It's really nice when shit is hitting the fan. You are not forced to use medkits because preservation talent will provide you with armor regen. It has no cooldowns, it can be refreshed. So as long as you're killing somebody with any source of your DPS, with any of your DPS source, you will receive that armor regen, which is really delicious. So definitely try this combination. You could throw in the mix maybe in Sync or Future Perfection for extra overcharge, but for overcharge we have BTSU exotic gloves. And like I said, I'm using a lot of different pieces. For the mask, I'm using Heartbreaker mask with skill tier and skill damage. For chest piece, I'm using perfect spotter chest piece with skill damage and armor regen, and I will activate spotter with my king breaker, since I can use on this bad boy linked laser pointer attachment from technician specialization, which will activate spotter immediately. For the holster, I'm rocking Picaro's name and holster. Why this holster is so goddamn dope? Because for hybrid setups you can roll skill tier, and this bad boy will provide you with 15% extra weapon damage as your second attribute, and of course I'm rolling their armor regen, but you can roll skill damage as well on your Picaro's holster, but you have to find one with skill damage, so you could reroll core attribute, because I think Picaro's holster all the time is going with armor core attribute. So yeah, you have to find one with skill damage, but armor regen is still really well, or a really nice attribute to have on your skill build. For backpack, I'm using Arquebus backpack with combined arms talent. It's really nice, and 2-piece brand set bonus from Arquebus gear set is extra skill tier. So again, this build is out of the box. For active players, we are using combined arms. If you are a lazy player, use tech support talent. When skill will kill somebody, you'll receive 25% extra skill damage for 20 seconds, and you don't have to do anything. With combined arms, you have to shoot, and in this build we are shooting non-stop with our spotter talent. For gloves, I'm using BTSU exotic gloves. They will proc overcharge for me non-stop, and my teammates as well will receive overcharge if their skills are at skill tier 6. For example, maybe somebody is using shield, his shield will be overcharged and he will be immortal for a couple seconds, and the same story with the rest of the skills. For for knee pads, I'm using Heartbreaker knee pads, and 2-piece branded bonus from Heartbreaker is extra assault rifle damage. For skills, assault turret, stinger hive, and yeah, this build is absolutely nuts. Thank you for watching.